And your next comedian will not come to the stage because it's Sean Jordan doing voiceover.
You could all still clap. How about another round of applause for Kristen and everybody that you've seen tonight, huh? It's weird. I understand that. But I thought it'd be funny to not be able to see anyone when I do stand-up. We'll see how that pans out. You can text or do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I can't see you. So if you want to answer some text messages and just kind of enjoy the show a little bit, this guy knows what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You look like you have a ton of sex. So anyway, I'm from South Dakota, and my stepdad and my mother came to visit over the holidays. They came to Portland, and my stepdad, he's one of those Portland is a war zone guys. They really got their hooks in with my stepdad. And I was driving him home from the airport, and he asked me, as he was looking around, he asked me if you could still get real drugs at the grocery store in Portland. That's what he asked. He thought you could get real drugs at the grocery store. And it's also funny because I can't hear if and when you're laughing, so I hope it's working. But he asked if you could get real drugs at the grocery store, and I said, "What do you mean real drugs?" I had to know what he was talking about. And he goes, "I don't know, like cocaine." So I'm gonna run that back for you because it's a weird thing to hear. But my stepdad honestly thought, for real, that you could get cocaine at the grocery store in Portland. Not even at the cocaine store. He thought you could get it at the grocery store, which, you know, I think if cocaine was legal, it would probably have its own store, but it's neither here nor there. And I go, "No, man, you can't get cocaine at the grocery store. That's ridiculous. I can get you some cocaine." That's about a text away. You know what I mean? I think maybe I'll do a little bump with you, walk up to the edge and stare into the abyss. No, man, if you could get cocaine at the grocery store, I don't think I'd be driving around with my stepdad, would I? I'd be at the grocery store getting cocaine. Probably just do it right there in the parking lot because it's legal. Nobody could stop me. I just drink milk and do cocaine in the parking lot. It got me thinking about if cocaine was legal, though, it would change a couple key things. I think the first thing it would change was how doctor visits go, because right now they still ask you how many drinks per week you have at the doctor's office. And I think if cocaine was legal, that the drinks per week would kind of take a back seat to the legal, you know what I mean, to the amount of cocaine that you were doing legally, but still not good for you. Being legal doesn't make it good for you. I imagine the doctor would look at my chart and say, "Sean, still having way too many drinks per week." But we are going to table that for now because I can't help but notice right underneath that, on this next line where it asks you how many legal lines of cocaine you do a week, it says here you're doing 28 to 29 lines of cocaine every week. I got to tell you, as your doctor, as a medical professional, love to get that number down to 1 or 2. I think that would help you out. I think bachelor parties and bachelorette parties, by show of hands, are bachelorettes doing cocaine at bachelorette parties? Or is it just animalistic men that think they need to do cocaine and, I don't know, go pay for sex that they could have had anyways, not on cocaine? Yeah, all right. So women are doing it. Great. Nice to see the hands go up. Thank you for that. But I think it would change wedding celebration parties. We'll call it that in Las Vegas, because a big thing is you go there, you do a little cocaine. It's kind of legal. It's kind of illegal. You know, nobody really gives a shit. But if it was fully legal, I think to have any real fun, you'd have to go to the next illegal drug down the trough, and that's heroin. That's a different bachelor party. A little more mellow. Hey man, how was Jason's bachelor party? Did you guys get nuts in Las Vegas? No, actually we didn't. We just kind of sat in the hotel room, listened to Alice in Chains, put garbage bags on the windows, but it was all right. We all know each other better, and nobody cheated on their wife because of all the heroin they were on. Couldn't get erections. Now there's where I hope people are laughing. I couldn't tell you. But it's a weird one if you don't right there. Here's something. Is an interesting thing. I'm a married guy. Oh, I'll talk about this. I have a 5-year-old daughter. She's going to be 5 in a few weeks. She was born on June 9th. That if you're not doing the quick math, June is the 6th month of the year. 9 obviously being the number 9. So that means she was born on 69. And it's pretty funny. It just is. 69 is a funny thing. It's taking the two most awesome sexual positions and making them stupid. And I wish that she had a dad that thought it was less funny, but she doesn't. She also has a dad that's watching Desperado on TV right now because he's outside doing stand-up. Anyway, neither here nor there. I've never stood here and watched Desperado while I was doing stand-up. And I've been looking at my phone a lot, too. You can't do that when you normally do this. You have to be engaged and pay attention. So I hope you guys are all looking at your phone, too. Have fun. You can watch Desperado if you want. It's on outside. But my daughter was born on 69, and I didn't realize it on the day because we went in, there was just other stuff going on. You know, you're a little preoccupied with labor and all the blood, all that stuff, all the stress. It's high tension in there. You're walking a tightrope. And but after she came out, she's in the incubator, everything calmed down. And I went to my wife. I go, it's pretty funny. I don't know if you noticed, but it's 69 today. Isn't that funny? That our daughter was born on 69? And my wife looked at me and she said, I don't know, they're stitching up my vagina right now. So. And I looked down, I said, they sure are. You're right. Maybe you'll think it's funny when you can walk again. I don't know. We've been married now for going on 4 years, or actually just past 4 years. Our anniversary like a week ago, and it's an interesting thing. Thank you, I think. Maybe that's where people clap sometimes. I was too paying attention. But here's an interesting thing about my wife being married. My wife says that she absolutely cannot get enough of, loves my naked body. That's a crazy thing, because look at me, all right? Just look up and. Picture me naked. Everybody look at the stage and picture me naked. You got a good visual. There's just no way that's true. There's no way that she loves my naked body. Now, I believe that she has fallen in love with my naked body. I do believe that. I don't need her to tell me that she loves my naked body. There's not, if she, instead of saying that she loves my naked body, if she said, listen, I love you, and I love the fact that you've really been working on your credit. I love that. I love the fact that when I met you, it was in the low 400s, and it was the second lowest credit score that the woman at the bank had ever seen, enough to where she laughed in your face when she checked it. And now it's all right. I love that. I love the fact that you're going to the dentist after a 16-year hiatus. You took a gentleman's 16-year off from going to the dentist, and now you went last year, gave him $10,000, and let him go hammer time in your mouth. I love that. I love the fact that you give good foot rubs. I love how much you love your daughter. I love that you think it's pretty funny that she was born on 69. I love the fact that you're curating a wardrobe. Instead of 5 $20 sweatshirts, you'd rather have one $100 sweatshirt. And because of all of that, I tolerate your naked body. That would be fine. As long as I'm still in there playing, boots on the ground, courtside, I'm in there like swimwear. Here's another thing. People don't like this. I won't fart in front of my wife. If I have to, I will, but I don't choose to. I don't like to. By show of hands, how many people fart in front of their partner? Don't you lie to me. Everybody who farts in front of their partner, put your hand up. Now, every partner who's farted in front of, who loves it? That's exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought. Everybody who says it, they're like, no, my partner doesn't give a shit. Yes, they do, because farts are disgusting. I understand they have to happen, and I'm not saying I'm not comfortable in front of my wife, but I want to remain a sexual object as long as possible, and farting in front of her, no matter how much you argue or put up a fight, does not help maintain that. Unless you're a fart sex weirdo, then I can't do anything for you. Then maybe you love it. But I just don't want to do it. There was a kid in my 6th grade math class who farted in class, and I remember that better than 9/11. I just don't want it to go away. I don't want my wife to see me naked in the middle of the day. People get upset about that. And again, it's not that I'm embarrassed or ashamed. Daytime, daylight, naked body is not the same as sex naked. It's just not. Nobody feels like an animal at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday when they walk into our room and I'm naked smelling my underwear to see if it's clean or not. That's not a good look. I heard my wife, I'm not proud of this, but I heard my wife walking down the hall the other day. I was at home naked, and I heard her walking down the hall. I was in my room. And I dove, I hit the dirt, I hid from my own wife walking down the hallway, and I'm not proud of it because I was completely naked in our room, and she opened the door, and the way that our room is set up, over here is where my side of the bed is, over here is where the door is. So if you look in our room, if you look over there, I was laying on my side of the bed. She would have no reason to ever go on that side of the room. But if she did, that fateful day, she would have seen me laying completely naked, face down, which I don't know why I chose face down. I put my penis on my dirty floor because I was embarrassed for my wife to see me naked in the middle of the day. And thank God she didn't come over and look at me, because I still don't know what I would have said if she would have come over and seen me laying naked on the ground, penis down, and said, "What are you doing on the ground?" I'd have to say, "I'm doing my Naked Wednesday push-ups." What are you talking about? Trying to keep the temple tight for you. I'm going to do one more joke. I can see you guys nodding off a little bit. I'm going to do one more joke and get out of here. But you've been a fantastic group. Thank you so much for being here and enjoying the show. If you find it in yourself, you should watch Desperado later. It's pretty fun. Even when you can't hear it. I can read it as I do stand-up. I'm multitasking out here. Anyway, we have another fun thing about being married is I don't have to act like I'm any smarter than I am. I'm not the best speller in the world. Case in point, I took our daughter to the doctor, and she's got a little bit of eczema on her arms, right? Just, some bumps on the back of her arms. And I was leaving the doctor. I was going to text my wife that Maxine has eczema, but I've never spelled the word eczema. So I texted, I go, "Hey, Maxine has eczema," and I typed in E-X-I-M-A, which is how eczema should be spelled. If we're calling balls and strikes, that's how you should be spelling that word. But I type in E-X-I-M-A, and my phone just lit the whole word up blue, and it didn't give me another option. And that's rough to know about yourself, because my phone knows every typo that's ever happened, every language, every slang term, and even my phone was like, "I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I've never seen somebody fuck those 5 letters up so bad. I've never seen them in that order. You're the dumbest person that's ever held a phone. I hope you're not driving your car, because I feel bad for your daughter. She has to ride with you being so stupid." So it wasn't E-X-I-M-A. So then I deleted that, and I'm like, maybe it's X-I-M-A. Maybe it starts with an X, like exhibit or X-ray or something like that. So I type in X-I-M-A. Certainly wasn't that. So then I had to get phonetic. I go, all right, eczema, E-G-G, eczema, E-G-G-C-Z-Y-H, threw an H in there, E-G-G-C-Z-Y-H-M-A-H, second H, 2 strips of bacon on that H burger, because people be sneaking H's into words. E-G-G-C-Z-Y-H-M-A-H, eczema, eczema. And I tried that probably 40 times, and it was none of those, so I had to Porky Pig it, and I deleted the entire text. And I go, "Hey, Maxine's got bumps on her arm. We need to get her some body butter, I guess." Thank you very much. That's been my time. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Keep it going for Kristen.